You said you want to talk about women in
Oh yeah.
tech.
Mm.
What's your experience like then, and what is it like being in an industry is usually dominated by
Mm.
male
Mm.
counterparts?
Yeah. I mean, this is a topic that me and my friends talk about all the time. Like, I went to uni, studied like computing. I was like 3 girls out of like 50 guys, and there's a certain perception of you need to look a certain way to study those degrees. And I still remember like this comment that my chemistry teacher made back in college. She was just going around the room and like they were saying, "Oh yeah, this person's going to be a doctor." This person, and it's like she looked at me and she's like, You're probably going to be in front of a magazine somewhere," kind of thing, right? And I think that's the thing about like girls and women that like to wear nice dresses and like want to put a bit of makeup on and like want to look nice with them. They do constantly instantly associate that with a certain look and
Yeah.
like a certain career kind of thing. And you know, these comments stick to you. Like, you know, it's nearly been a decade since I've been at college, but these comments stick to you kind of thing. But I think for me, like I've already shared this, but I went through uni through clearing as well because I can get the grades to study pharmacy. And then I always loved IT and tech. And then I kind of fell into Bristol and I had the best time. And it's because I got through to university through clearing. I think I embraced that experience so much as well. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's like a second, I got given a second chance kind of thing. And then, yeah, I think in general, like the industry and stuff, obviously things are changing now and people are open to like diversity and having, you know, more people of color and gender and stuff in like meetings. And it's what every company's saying these days. Like we focus on equality and we focus on this kind of thing. But my experience in general has been pretty good actually. Like, I'm not going to sit here and complain that, you know,
Mhm.
the whole world is against me because I'm a woman of color in tech, but it has been good. And I think it also goes to what you make of the situation. And I remember I did this panel for this Asians in tech thing. And rather than looking at the way you look and where you're from as something that's going to set you back,
Mm.
actually use it as a power to embrace who you are, because companies are looking for women, companies are looking for people of color, especially in those industries. So going where the industry is headed, I love being a woman in tech because there's not a lot of us around, so we're like a unicorn. We're
Mhm.
rare. And I have these conversations with, you know, other people, my mentors I talk to as well. So I think in general, like whether it's women in tech, women in engineering, because obviously that's your background. One of my other friends,
Mhm.
really good friends, she's from engineering as well. And we've had these conversations like going into careers that are not as traditional. Because I think in our community, like being Nepali, people assume like women to go into nursing or dental nurse and accounting. And
Mhm.
there's nothing against them, but I think it's kind of like a setting thing because you look around and you look at your older cousins or your older siblings and they go there and you just kind of follow through. And I think this goes back to the checklist thing,
Mhm.
bringing it back.
Yeah.
You just follow the checklist someone else in your family went through, right?
Mhm.
Um, and I remember at college, like I think I failed like the grades that I needed to get into to study pharmacy. Um, but I think now I always am a firm believer that there's a bigger plan.
Mhm.
Like I was always meant to study tech. I was always meant to work at a certain company, and like this is what my personality was built for, and that's why I'm good at that role because, you know, as part of my role, I need to be a storyteller. I need to connect to people. I need to understand psychology, empathy, also getting shit done. Like those are all the traits that has hopefully helped me to land the role that I'm in, and that's where I get to shine the most.
Mhm.